Hello everyone, welcome to Get My Class. Today we are going to solve this question which says, during the blastocyst stage of an embryo, the cavity formed is option A, blastocyst, option B, coelom, option C, vaginal canal, option D, vacuole. So let us understand the question. It says, during the blastocyst stage of an embryo, the cavity formed is. So what do you mean by blastocyst stage? Okay, so let us first talk about blastocyst stage. Okay, blastocyst stage is a stage which occurs or which is formed during the embryo development. Okay, so blastocyst is a stage during embryo development. It is a stage. There are different stages which happen. So this is a stage during embryo development, or you can say embryogenesis. Okay, and how does the embryogenesis occur? From zygote. So once the egg gets fertilized, we have a zygote. Yes, and this zygote undergoes a stage which is called as the cleavage. And during cleavage, what happens? That you get various stages of the growing embryo. The first one will be the 2-cell stage. Okay, 2-cell stage. Then you have this 2 cells. Then you have 4-cell stage. Okay, then you have 8-cell stage. 4 and 8-cell stage. Okay, this is 8-cell stage. And from 8-cell stage to 16-cell stage, we call this stage as morula. What is it called as? Morula. So here, from the zygote till the 8-cell stage, we call it as cleavage stage. Then you have morula stage. Once the morula stage, there are 16 cells. What happens? That there is rearrangement of the cells where the entire structure of the mass of that embryo will change. So it will form an outer layer which is called as the trophoblast. Outer layer called as trophoblast. This happens after morula stage. And inner mass of cells which is called as inner cell mass. Inner cell mass. And this is nothing but the embryoblast. Like embryo will form from this only. Okay? So embryonic stem cells are present in that. So this is the embryoblast, and here you have the trophoblast. So this entire structure is called as the blastocyst. Blastocyst, and of course this stage is called as blastocyst stage. Okay. After this stage, this gets embedded in the the uterine wall or the endometrium. Okay. So after this stage or during this stage, it gets implanted. Implanted into the endometrium of the uterus. Okay, so that is how the various, that is how the cleavage occurs, and further morula forms, and then blastocyst forms, and then implantment happens. Now let us see the question again. It says, during blastocyst stage of an embryo, the cavity formed is. So this cavity which is formed here, so this is the inner cell mass, and this cavity is called as blastocoel. Blastocoel. Why? Because it is this cavity which is present in the blastocyst. That's why it is called as blastocoel. So let us understand the options. Option A says blastocoel. Yes, because it is present in the blastocyst, it is also called as blastocoel. So wherever C or coelom comes, that means it is talking about cavity. Now, option B says coelom. Coelom is a general terminology for the cavity, but we will not consider this because we have a particular name which is called as blastocyst, blastocoel. So that is the correct answer. So coelom we will just discard. Option C says vaginal canal. So here nowhere comes into picture vaginal canal because we are here talking about the embryonal stage. Okay, vaginal canal is a part of, or you can say it is a tubular region in the vagina. Okay, so this is ruled out. Option D says vacuole. Vacuole can be like tiny, gas-filled structures or vesicles which can be present in very few numbers in animal cells, but they are we have a lot of big vacuoles in case of plant cells. So that is not called as vacuole because this is a vacuole is a gas-filled, you can say, cavity. Okay, these are like vesicles. Okay, so hence it is ruled out. Whereas blastocoel is not a vesicle; it is just a cavity there. Okay, that's why it is called as blastocoel. Okay, so what is the correct answer? The correct answer is option A. So let us conclude the answer. The answer is option A. Okay, so I hope you understood the explanation. Thank you, everyone.